Hey there, folks. It's Jimmy Stewart here, hoping this is finding you all doing well. Well, in this week's video, folks, if you'll remember correctly, if you watched the last review that I did on New Guitar Day, you'll realize that the TT, the E-Art TT Telly came in, and that same exact day, I had another guitar come in about 10 minutes apart. And I explained that in the review of the E-Art, and that I was only going to do one review for that release, and I was going to do the other one, the other guitar that arrived at the same time, for this release. Now, I am filming this at the same time as the E-Art, but you're not going to see it until maybe in about a week, maybe a little less. We'll see. Oh, Memorial Day's coming up. We'll do it for Memorial Day, okay? So anyway, it is New Guitar Day 2, New Guitar Day 1 if you're just watching now. And I'm going to go ahead and roll the B-roll that we did when we opened up both the guitars, and I separated those. So here is this guitar, Guitar 2, on New Guitar Day here on the channel. Let's take a look at the B-roll. All right, David is back for round 2. He's getting a workout today, folks. Yes, he is. Thank you so much, David, for all the overtime you did today. All right, let's see what we got. Whoa. Oh, my, my, my. All right, so there's your sneak peek. We'll get to that shortly. What do you think, Odin? Thumbs up? Does he get a thumbs up, Odin? Hey, buddy. It's dual New Guitar Day, huh? You like it? Get out of there, you silly boy. Do you like it? Odin. Odin. Yeah, he likes it. Odin, what do you think? What do you think, buddy? New Guitar Day? Yes, it is. New Guitar Day. Okay, well, I hope you enjoyed the B-roll on that. Odin enjoyed it. He's a fan favorite here on the channel. So the new guitar that we've got now, I'm talking about this guy right here. And yes, it's another IYV from the good folks at Inyen Vina Guitars. And this I was able to pick up just recently. Again, it just arrived. And I even brought over Mr. Green Jeans because I kind of want to make a little bit of a comparison to them. This is the ILS-300, ILS-300 EM, or Emerald Green EGR, I guess it is. This is the ILS-300D. And the D is because of distressed, I guess. This is actually a Relic style guitar. And again, I'm not a huge fan of Relicing guitars. I mean, I have my own Relics that I did over the years of playing them. You know, my 54 Les Paul, it's pretty Relic. My 85 Steinberger's got pretty Relic. My 76 Ovation Balladeer is pretty Relic. You know, all the stuff that I've played and banged and scarred and cracked on my own. This is a pre-Relic guitar, and that's, I guess, the D suffix at the end of the ILS. And it's actually pretty tastefully done, but it wasn't the reason I wanted to pick it up. I picked it up because of the color, and this is a matte finish. It's kind of, I think what they were going for maybe perhaps is, you know, like a copy of the 59, you know, the 59 Les Paul Standard, you know, like the Honey Burst, the Lemon Burst, the Cherry Burst style that they had back in 59. So they kind of just stretched it out. Now, it has got what appears to me is a flame maple top. I don't know if it's a veneer or a cap. I'm going to assume that it's a veneer. And obviously on the back, look how they did this. You know, you get your worn out area here and your dots and dings and what have you. Same thing with the neck. And, you know, it's, again, I'm not a big fan of Relics, but it's tastefully done. I have one other Relic guitar that I bought. And again, I bought the guitar because I wanted the shape and the body and the style of the guitar, and that was the Earl Slick, you know, the Slick jazz, semi-hollow jazz that I bought. And this is, you know, it's got, you know, if they were going to truly Relic it, then I think, you know, the headstock would have had some corrosion on the tuning keys, or maybe rusted up a little bit. Same thing with the, you know, the stop bar and the bridge, but those had clean, brand new like looking. They did kind of Relic out the pickups, so kind of, you know, rusted and worn. Again, you know, everybody's got an opinion on Relicing guitars. I didn't buy it for that. It's just the way it comes, so it is what it is. I got it because I liked the color. I liked the matte finish. And if it plays anything close or sounds anything close to the deal that I got on the ILS-300, the EMG here, or the EG, can't remember the exact thing, the Mr. Green Jeans, I was really, really, truly surprised on that guitar. It sounds great, plays great. And this hopefully will be the same. Now, it's got a couple of differences in the actual body, is that this has got the sculpted heel, which is very, very cool. And this is a basswood body guitar with a cap, or veneered. So it is right around that 7-pound mark, which for me is a huge plus when you're talking LPs. Again, I have a number of them. One of my least favorite style guitars, only because, again, the recess here, kind of hard to get to, and they're heavy. So these last two LPs, both of the Mr. Green Jeans and, I don't know what I'm going to call this one yet, I'll call them Lemon maybe, is light. This is just right around the 7-pound mark, so that's very, very nice. You don't have a gloss back on this neck like you do on this one. As you can see, again, I brought them over, you can see the heels on both of these. So the satin finish is very, very nice. I like what they did on the cutout on the or the sculpted heel. Again, you've got a dual set of humbucking pickups. Again, IYV does all their pickups in-house. They use Alnico magnets. I'm not sure if these are 5s or 2s. I would assume they are 2s or 5s. And, you know, your typical 2-volume, 2-tone controls with your 3-way switch up here. I did open up this guitar. You're using, or they're using, IYV is using, you know, your dime pots in here, which is to be expected. And you've got a box switch up here in the switching, but hopefully everything works just fine. Your standard normal IYV tuners, which I have found to be fine. They're not the best in the world, but I haven't had any issue with any IYV guitar I have had staying in tune, or the tuner's not working properly. It does have a bone nut, scale length, as a standard Les Paul would be. Your trapezoid markers, everything seems to be fine. Again, I believe this is a Jatoba fretboard, like most of your, or most all your IVs are. You get binding on both sides. Again, it's a real binding. It's not a painted on binding. And a set neck guitar, obviously. Nice looking stop bar, a nice looking tunematic bridge. Everything right out of the box seems to be very, very fine. You've got some scratches and mars because it's Relic, but the rest of the guitar, no issues. Now, they seemed like when they actually chipped the paint away here, or the stain away, and then they glossed over that, or with a satin sheen. It's not a gloss guitar, it's a satin guitar. So they did a pretty nice job at that. The neck feels very, very good. Again, I will show you the up close and personal on this guitar, and we'll go over the specs, or the specs as far as I know them to be. Again, it's a pretty cool guitar. I'm not a big Relic fan, but it is what it is, so I had to grab one. And we're going to give it some tone checks and what have you as soon as we get done with the up close and personal. So let's take a look at the IYV ILS-300D. Okay, so here's the up close and personal on the new IYV ILS-D, the distressed or relic Les Paul copy. Again, your standard Les Paul with a stop bar, 2 pneumatic bridge, 2 humbucking pickups with tone and volume controls for each. You get a nice satin flamed top on this with the cream pickguard and poker chip there. Your standard 24/75 scale. Nice markers going up the Jatoba neck. I did some measurements. This does come up at a 43 on the nut. Not quite 43, but there you go. No stainless on this one. The frets feel very good. The fretboard is very nice. Jatoba fretboard, nice bone nut. Again, cut nicely. Again, they satined out and blacked out the headstock on this. But you can see the body color continues along the sides, which is very, very nice. I'm going to go ahead and flip it around so you can check out the back of this and the relicking that they did on it. Again, not a huge fan, but it is what it is, and it looks fine. They did it pretty tastefully. I'm looking at that serial number. According to the serial number, this is number 1, done in January of 23. Wow. Okay, that's weird. Set neck, obviously, and they did a nice sculptured heel on this. As we get down to it, you'll see. I like that. Basswood body. Again, when I weighed it, it came in just over 7 pounds, about 7 pounds, 3 ounces, which is a plus for me. LPs tend to be boat anchors, and this is not. Mr. Green Jeans was not either. So, very nice. That means I'll play it more, obviously. These Alnico pickups in the humbuckers here, so it should sound very nice. And again, I opened it up so you can see that it does have dime pots in it and a box switch. Again, at this price point, I think these are running a $176 on Amazon. And the last I looked, there wasn't many left. So if you're interested in one of these, you might want to grab one. The ILS-D, get some marks over here. You can see how they did the pickups. They kind of relic those out. But everything else is looking new. The ILS-D from Inyen Vina Guitars. Okay, so this has been setting basically overnight. Again, I received it the same day or Monday when I received the ERT TT. So let's give this a little check on the tuner. And as always, folks, we are going to be checking this guitar using the Monoprice 15 and my Celestion V30 cabinet right there, like we do just about all of them. Now, people have been saying, Jimmy, you got so many amps. Why don't you use some of your other amps? Well, you know, in my opinion, I use the Stage Right 15 because I'm used to hearing it and I can judge the tune, how guitars sound through it without changing amps and what have you. So that's the reason I kind of use it mostly for all my reviews. So. Wow, volume and tone are all the way up. Some pretty nice clarity out of these humbuckers. And again, I am in the treble position, so I'm down on the bridge. Wow, that's nice and clean, bell-like. That's the middle. Very nice. So these sound sort of PAF humbucker style to me, which is similar to what the Mr. Green Jeans has in it. So I'm assuming they're basically the same pickups. I know I'm going to have to do a comparison at some point in time, but we'll do that later. That's nice. Very nice. Wow, that plays very, very nice. Very cool. All right, so let's do a little experiment with this one as well. So we kind of did that the other day. I'm going to try it again. Let's pull a little snot on it and see what we got with this Les Paul, shall we? You wish we shall. All right, so we got a little gain on it here. You get a little bit of a squeak, but let's give it a try, folks. Here we go. 2, 3, 4. Wow. The IYV ILS-300D in the distressed satin finish from the good folks at Inyen Vina Guitars. Very, very cool, folks. Hope you enjoyed it here today. we're going to wrap it up. I'm heading on the road again, so we'll be back. Folks, if you're new to the channel, if you have not subscribed and you're still on the fence about it, come on over to the good side. We would love to have you folks on board. More to come here on the channel as always. So until next time, folks, it's Jimmy Stewart saying so long. Take care of yourselves. Please stay safe. Please stay healthy. Be kind to each other too, would you? And we'll talk to you all again very, very soon. Bye-bye for now.